Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Shift Control H. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I'm your sometimes humble host, Eric, joined by my beautiful host, Quiet Michael Labune and Andrew Teedy, and they're going to have some really funny memes. But first, a trademark copyrighted part of this show, the depressing news, where we, look around at some of the things that were happening on this day so we can kind of keep track of this episode versus, all the other episodes, because over COVID, time had no meaning, is basically what I'm saying. Hey, it's not that depressing. Renewables produced more electricity than coal for the first time in 2022. Did you know that? How cool is that? Wind and hydro and solar and geothermal and biomass. The coal is going down, renewables are going up, and the streams have crossed. So pretty happy about that. And there's a lot of people excited about Fox News' sudden firing of Tucker Carlson, including Pentagon officials. That's fun. Not sure about that. The Proud Boys are blaming Trump as defendants prepare to find out the fate in their sedition trial. And Florida killer clown case closes after 33 years with a surprise plea deal. Even the depressing news it had a clown in it. So the show, they retroactively canned his ass. He woke up Monday morning and got a phone call and was like, nope, not coming in. And his last bits were like just ridiculous. As I said, Desi Lydic, I think, landed the best line with Tucker's firing is going to leave a huge white power vacuum at Fox. Oh man, you know what? I watched all the late night hosts roast Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. I watched the entire thing as put together by the Washington Post, and you know what? They're wrong. Desi Lydic did it better. This week has been really big in comeuppance. It's been kind of fun. The My Pillow boss, Mike Lindell, is ordered to pay $5 million to a man over his bogus election claim. And sorry, I got a filter. It doesn't show pictures of Mike. It just somebody needs to be muted because we got feedback. Anyway, he basically analyzed the data and found out that it was just like a scrambled Word document. He said it was completely ridiculous. And a judge ordered Mike Lindell to pay out the $5 million for his contest, Prove Mike Wrong. So Mike's wrong. It's no election fraud. And that is out. That billionaire brother, that billionaire buddy of the Thomases that collected Nazi propaganda and swag. He has a brother, Trammell Crow Jr., and he's the brother of Harlan Crow, that Republican mega donor, and he's just been accused of financing a sex trafficking ring. So, billionaire linked to Sarah Ferguson, sex trafficking ring. These guys are a criminal class. Do you know that? They're just gross. They're just really gross.
I want to point out that's not something you accidentally do.
No.
You don't just go like, oh shit. Turns out I was financing a sex trafficking ring.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose.
Yeah. His brother collects Nazi statues and has a garden full of them, and he's been financing a sex trafficking ring. Oh, and they're like, that's 1 degree of separation from, the Supreme Court, the Thomases. We live in a wonderful time. Speaking of a little bit more comeuppance, you guys remember this viral video of the guy just losing his crap, destroying Busch Light in a TikTok video? He was just smashing it in a fit of, oh no, gay beer or something. Well, he has been arrested on charges of exposing himself to a teen. So, and friend of the show, Mike Ingram, for everyone, says, this dude just commented, okay, groomer, all the time. Because, party of projection, every accusation, a confession. Speaking of comeuppance, the GOP leader who voted to expel the Tennessee Three has resigned, found guilty of sexually harassing interns. Representative Scotty Campbell handed in his resignation, and they accepted it.
Good. Get fucked, loser.
I know. The descriptions were really gross. I'm just going to say I would not recommend it because, ew, this guy is ew, all kinds of ew. So, friend of the show, Intersectional, wanted to highlight this tweet from Stephen King, one among many famous people who've been given a blue check mark. He says, my Twitter account says I've subscribed to Twitter Blue. I haven't. My Twitter account says I've given a phone number. I haven't. Elon Musk replies, you're welcome, namaste, with the praying hands. And Rob Sheridan captions it, coming soon to bookstores. A famous novelist held captive in a subscription service by a deranged superfan willing to go to any lengths to keep him in blue misery. Apparently, Elon did this to tons of people. It's just, Elon, you're empty inside and you can't buy enough friends. How do you not know this? Get a therapist. I don't know what to go with that. Hey, we've had a lot of crazy weather this last week since we last did the show. Here's an excellent photograph from Barry Butler Photography in Chicago of a double lightning strike on the Sears Tower and Hancock Building, I believe. I don't know, but just incredible, really awesome weather. Well, if you're into storms and stuff this last week. Additionally, we saw the Northern Lights in Champaign. Off in the Northeast. Saw a lot of great photos and wouldn't have seen anything like this if it wasn't for Facebook. But for those of you who can't see, I'm looking at a lot of pink and purple, really the Facebook for the Blind logo colors across, a star field. And then there's the green sheets of rippling looking stuff. And then, of course, on the horizon, Illinois, it's just black with little dots of lights where the farmhouses are. This is another shot, WGN TV in Chicago. Picked up this 18-year-old NIU student. He drove all the way out of town to get this exposure. Same kind of thing. This one seems to have either an airplane or a shooting star going across it. Absolutely amazing. We've got purples and blues and greens across the star field. And maybe a hint of sunset at the horizon. I'm not sure. Anyway, we never get northern lights here in Champaign County, but at 11:25 p.m. Central Time, there were quite a few photographs of it, and they were all over Facebook. And I talked to people who only get their media from newspapers and TV. They didn't see the northern lights. So, Facebook impaired people, suck it. So that was the news for Facebook for the Blind for April 25th, 2023. We always end with a nice, heartwarming animal story. So this one's going to have to do. The LA Times reports that one man is fighting to end California's ban on ferrets. Is time running out? We see a picture of an old man in his sweater cuddling this ferret. It says it's illegal to keep ferrets as pets in California, and that has defined Pat Wright's adult life. For nearly 3 decades of ferret activism, the 63-year-old La Mesa resident has gone to jail for ferrets. And in this case, and this case only, I'm going to go ahead and agree with the state on this one, dude. Ferrets are gross. That's terrible. Yeah, so that was a cuddly animal story. Go to jail.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, give us a nice long round one.
Here comes my big long round one. A big long round one. Here we are. We have some geography memes here first. This is a picture of, well, it's just a whole bunch of plastic that's all come together in the ocean. Looks like an island of plastic.
Ew.
And it says, there's a garbage patch in the Atlantic Ocean that is so big, it's visible on a map. For more information, search for United Kingdom.
People.
Because it's trash.
Yep. Yes.
This is a picture of mountains, and it's, it's pretty. Bold impact font. It says, stop complaining about your life. There are literally people living in Florida. I think this next one comes with a little bit of an explanation. Yes, it does. This is from Steve Albini, which, look, if you're on Twitter, definitely just search Steve Albini and see like everything that's happened with him this week on Twitter. It's been fucking hilarious. He's the studio engineer for bands like the Pixies, Nirvana, It's fucking great. At Electrical WSOP, friend of the show, Steve Albini. Steve, thanks for listening, man. Really, you're the best. When the fuck are you gonna help us edit? Anyway, so he quotes Eric Abinante, who is quoting Bill Maher, who is not a friend of the show. I just want to point that out. Bill Maher, not a friend of the show.
Not a friend of the show.
Bill Maher says this. This was on Bill's show. He said this, quote, like Chicago, most of the shootings are young black men killing other young black men. Is that not correct? Somebody says, yeah. He says, much, much more than what the cops do. Why doesn't anyone talk about that? Why aren't there 100 giant black celebrities saying, what are you doing to yourselves? End quote. Steve Albini quote tweets all of this with this beautiful lit up, this picture of this beautiful lit up sign that in fluorescent lighting says, shut the fuck up about Chicago. Listen,
yeah.
the only thing I really want to say about this is an argument that I've heard parroted by white supremacists for my whole fucking life. What about black on black crime? How come they always they always mean black people, always are up in arms when a cop kills a black person, but not when a black person kills a black person. Here's the thing. If you're saying that, or if you believe it, you don't fucking know any black people at all. Every black church in every city in America has a stop the violence like campaign happening today. I promise you. It's fucking every single neighborhood, every single town in the United States has a stop the violence, and it's always, always, always addressing crime from within the community. They are talking about it. They're working on it. They're doing everything they can. What they need is actual like infrastructure and a system that is not built against them. Anyway, yes, Steve Albini, I would like to once again echo you and say, shut the fuck up about Chicago. This is a happy little meme. It says 5 days into meth and chill, and your wallpaper gives you this look. And you see this is some floral wallpaper, but there's surveillance camera mixed into the bouquet of flowers.
That's clever.
Number 5, and I'm about halfway through. This is a couple of DMs that have not been responded to. This DM came in at 12:54 a.m. and it says, "Let me she them titties." That's a clever use of pronouns. Let me she them titties. And then at 2 a.m. it says, wouldst, woulds't, wouldst thou bear me a son? And there's 3 options here: accept, block, or delete. It doesn't look like this person is chosen yet. This is a picture of William Shatner, friend of the show, William Shatner, the Shat. You love Shat?
Past tense.
And he's wearing like a smoking jacket, and he's clearly the MC of this beauty pageant. And he says to the contestant, "Describe your perfect date." And Miss Rhode Island says, "That's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th because it's not too hot and not too cold. All you need is a light jacket."
Yay. Miss Congeniality comes in handy every year right about this time.
Is that the movie?
That's what that movie is.
Oh man, fuck that movie.
Ah!
This is a picture of Jenny from Forrest Gump, and she's looking out the window and she's showing a peace sign and she's smiling and she's saying, "Bye, Forrest. I'll be back when you're a shrimp billionaire and I'm a single mom with AIDS."
Oh no.
That kind of it's kind of a spoiler if you haven't seen it. Anyway, 3 more for this round. Here's a picture of 3 men sitting around a microphone. They're dressed in traditional Muslim attire. And it says, "They think that women YouTubers can't go to heaven because men masturbate over them. This is crazy." There's 1.6 thousand reacts, 419 shares. But Paul Smith, true hero, he says, "Well, I just rubbed one out for them, and now no one goes to heaven." Which I just want to say, Paul, it's my fucking joke. I have it recorded and everything. was my big closer for my 1 hour special, for those of you who remember. Last one for this round comes from friend of the show, Glow Fuck Yourself. Listen, if you're not following Glow Fuck Yourself, you should go follow Glow Fuck Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody help me out with the anime I'm looking at here? Actually, I don't think I need help. This is Naruto. And this is the frog, like, I don't know, the frog fucking guy from Naruto. And he's got a sword and he looks really mean. And it says, "Tell your boy Alex Jones that I'm gay and I'm coming for that ass." And then there's a picture of a freaked out Alex Jones. And that's all I got for round one. Kicking it over to you, TD.
Oh, how do you follow that? Well, you follow that with TD's world famous, often imitated, never duplicated, short round one.
Yeah.
Buckle up, Buttercup. This is a doozy. Okay, so yes, the big story that Eric talked about earlier is dipshit and enemy of the show, Tucker Carlson, got his ass shit canned. And my boy Canadian Fletchy, friend of the show, his only comment is just a whole bunch of ha-ha-has in a straight chain. But the picture that he's showing is the green M&M, just kind of with the smug look on her face, says, "Look who still has a job." Next up, I mean, she does. She has a job and he don't. All right, next one we got here. Friend of the show, barely, the Iron Sheik, at the Iron Sheik, 80s wrestling legend. He just says, "Tucker Carlson, go fuck yourself."
Well put.
If you're not following the Iron Sheik, do it just for sheer entertainment value and be like, what the fuck is he on? All right. Next up. Acquaintance of the show, damn good Hellboy, Ron Perlman says, "It's not right to pile onto Tucker when he's down like this. That piece of shit, low-life, punk-ass scumbag, low-life little bitch." He does say low-life twice.
Dude, I saw this reposted and it said, "Okay, there's a new contender for the best tweet in history."
Right? It's so crafted.
Well done.
Well done, Mr. Perlman. Next up, Shitpost Gateway, at Shitpost Gateway, posted it's a 2-panel here, and it's a really skinny, stereotypically nerdy looking kid, and then on the bottom picture, it's a big beefy boy, lots of muscles. The stereotypical nerdy kid is labeled non-native English speaker. I apologize for my terrible English in advance. It is not my native tongue, so please bear with me for every foolish mistake I would make throughout the entirety of this conversation. And big beefy boy is labeled native English speaker. LOL, it okay.
Yep.
That's all you can say is yep. Okay, next up, fucked up foods. We've met. Says, "Thank God my car comes with a hot dog holder." And sure enough, it's a hot dog and bun stuffed in like one of those like little retractable cup holders in some cars.
Oh my God.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I might have done this before.
I mean,
I've definitely gotten into the car with 3 hot dogs in my hand. I think it probably was still wrapped in foil, but I can promise you at some point I've put a hot dog.
Okay, now that's fair. Wrapped in foil, I accept. Okay.
Maybe.
I'm not just going to have a naked fucking hot dog like that. No.
Okay, I accept those terms. All right, next up. Friend of the show, I'm only here for the jokes. Says, "I was thinking about how much happier I'd look with a 6-pack. And I was absolutely right, because there's a picture, there's a lady on the left with just holding her phone, doesn't look all that happy, but the picture on the right, she's got a 6-pack of beer and she looks pretty damn happy. So yes, look much happier with a 6-pack. I approve. All right, next up. Second to last one we got here for round one. Loading Geeks and Gamers Anonymous just says He-Man had a friend named Fisto. Just gonna throw it out there. And it's a picture of He-Man, and next to him is this big boy with like red hair and a red beard. And he's got like this Thanos Infinity Gauntlet sized metal glove on his fist. And I've known about Fisto for a while, unfortunately, because there's a comic that exists where he's been defeated in battle and he's looking at He-Man going, I'm sorry, He-Man. I fisted as I swear to God, it says this. I fisted as long and as hard as I could.
Woof.
We've all been there.
Who among us?
Right. Let he who has not cast the first. Okay, moving on. Jesus.
Alas.
Last one we got for my round one here. Can we make that a bit bigger? There we go. Your friend Mikola says unpopular fantasy opinion. Dragons shit gold. That's why their lairs are lined with it, etc. They don't collect it, they create it. Think about it. Do you ever see dragons bringing sacks of gold home? No, it's whole cows. Then time passes, then there's gold. Not rocket science. I wasn't even high when I found that, so I thought that was really funny.
Dragon science. Right on.
Not rocket science, I'll agree.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. They always just kind of like have the cave of gold. Like the only exception would be, you know, in the Hobbit, where you know he steals the gold from the dwarves. But okay, I'm a nerd. Moving on. Oh wait, that's my round one. Never mind. More. Go.
And that's it. Right? Yes. Okay, now on into my stuff.
Yeah, your stuff.
My stuff. Hey, for the wholesome round one, friend of the show, Denatra Philpott Boyd Brown. And if you're not following Denatra Philpott Boyd Brown, you are missing. Got two seagulls in a cartoon, and the one is explaining with his hands, wings out, shaking them around. So I swooped down, I grabbed the bag off the beach towel, fended off 5 other gulls, only to find out it was a bag of kale chips. The other seagull is just like, that is the worst. Yeah.
Even the birds know kale is trash.
Like, dude, I once discovered that I left Taco Bell out on the counter and woke up the next day and I was like, oh no, that was barely edible before I left it out all night. So I threw it outside because champagne squirrels, they'll eat anything. It's gone in like a minute, right? Oh, that stuff sat there for like 2 weeks. Sat there for 2 weeks. I was like, what?
Oh no.
I used to have a bit where until I did, I was talking about before I did DoorDash, man, I didn't think people really ate Taco Bell. I just thought it was a front for drug money. But I was wrong. So speaking of the favorite restaurant of the 420 crowd, definitely. Why is my thing not working? Okay. This first meme is a 3-panel from The Sopranos, and we've got Tony with his feet kicked back. He says, it's 420, so I'm going to smoke as much weed as I want. His partner's shooting pool, and he says, yeah, so what's the difference? Tony says, I don't know. Still. It's a mindset. It's pretty good. This next one's, again, second appearance for Mike Ingram for Everyone. If you're not following Mike Ingram for Everyone, you are missing out. He says, hey, everybody, an old man is talking. And this is a whole series of Grandpa Simpson panels explaining stuff that's dumb. And that's how I got detention for wearing Heelys. This next one is, when you have to explain what anti-skip CD technology was.
Oh. Okay, that was hitting close to home there.
Describing the transition from Napster to Kazaa Lite to Kazaa Lite Plus to Morpheus to LimeWire to LimeWire Pro to FrostWire to BearShare to Direct Connect to eMule to BT Junkie to BitTorrent. You get the point. And you had to press 7 4 times to get an S. And I think this is the last one. Explaining what an away status was. Remember being away from your phone? You were away from your phone. It was away. Your status was away. You had gotten away. Anyway, this week I called my parents and something weird happened. I got a busy signal. So this is a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi going,
Wow.
busy signal. Now that's a sound I haven't heard in a long time. That was pretty good. Got about 5 more left here. Friend of the show, Chelsea, founding father, founding grand dame, founding mother. I don't know how you say it. Doula of the show. She comments, "Oh, Dollar Tree, you never cease to amaze me." And gentlemen, I would like to point out the difference in graffiti in male and female bathrooms. This one says, "Never forget your worth. This life was given to you to live. Stop letting other people live it for you. You are beautiful." Smiley face, heart symbol, peace symbol. And then on the other one above the TP, it says, "Bush did 9/11. Dollar Tree women's room. I'm telling you, man, just we don't get that in the men's room. We're missing out. Got about 5 more here. You know, we collect flags, so I thought I'd do another Gadsden flag. This is a Gadsden flag with a pink mongoose with white and turquoise stripes on its back, and it's got the snake in its mouth, and it's just sauntering away, sashaying even, and it says, "I'll tread where I please."
Goddamn right.
Yep. Anyway, by the way, if you're not following Facebook for the Blind, a weekly meme cast on Facebook, please follow the group because I put all these flags in an album there for your enjoyment. Got about 4 more left in this round 1. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Man, do the thing. Do the thing with the thing, and then do the this. Speaking of flags, victims of psychedelic class warfare at MK Ultra shitposting Memorial Fund posts this one from Vexiology Circle Jerk on iReddit. It says, "This is a Margaret Thatcher flag." So we've got 5 stripes of color. It says, "Reds represent hell, where she is. Brown represents dirt, where her body is. Gray represents her tombstone. And yellow represents piss." That was pretty solid, man. Next one from friend of the show, Season, who says this one never ages. We got a kid. I don't think he's from the Sandlot. He's just staring off in space, a little chunky kid, but sort of a sullen look on his face. And it just says, "When your Lunchable comes with 1 less cracker than needed, and you're just tired of all the bullshit."
Fucking been there.
2 more from round 1. This is from Library Think Tank, who's reposted from memes of art and existential dread. We have sort of a Nosferatu-looking vampire coming in through the French doors with a full moon behind him, and he says, "Can I come in?" And the librarian-looking lady says, "I don't know. Can you?" Cursing quietly, the vampire backed away, foiled yet again by the English teacher's pedantry. I found this one, and I was sent this one by a friend of the show, Ray. Ray, thank you so much for all the cards and letters and the memes, handcrafted and cut out from a newspaper. It's really pretty delightful. Super fan. And that constitutes the end of my round 1. Now we're into the experimental phase, round 2, kicking things off with. Am I running it and you're reading it?
No. You do nothing different on that front. Definitely my turn.
Okay.
But it's gonna be kind of a weird number 2.
That's what she said.
If anybody knows about weird number 2s.
These are all my memes. TD's gonna read them. I want you to know, TD, I made this number 2 just for you.
I'm starting to get very nervous that I agreed to this.
I think you triggered him.
It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Go ahead, TD. Our first.
Okay, so first
2.
up we got looks like a very nice burrito. I'm thinking Chipotle. And it's sectioned off in the various pieces, and it's just like tasty, and the next piece is tasty, and the third piece is like tasty, and the fourth piece is tasty, and then there's a fifth category and a little creepy alien guy next to it, and it just says sadness because there's no more burrito. I feel this. I had a burrito this evening for dinner. I completely feel this.
I know that feel, bro.
Moist Buddha and Trash Can Paul, big friends of the show. Love these guys.
Big friends.
It's the car salesman and the dude looking at a car in a showroom, and the guy says cargo space, and the dealer goes, car no do that, cargo road. Oh, that was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that one.
I don't think you like that one. Moist Buddha and Trash Can Paul once again. They got let's look at a doctor talking to his nurse from across the counter.
Patient.
And the doctor's like, "Hi, how are you?" And the patient or nurse or whoever that is says, "I'm fine, thank you." Doctor goes, "All right, then, get out." God, that's so funny and so tragically true.
More Moist Buddha and Trash Can Paul.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. It's like a construction foreman or bigwig dude looking at like construction peon guy in his overalls and whatnot. And it says, "We're gonna be doing random drug testing today." And the construction dude says, "Okay, but I won't try crack." I like that one.
All right, we're about halfway through this round.
Sweet. Once again, Moist Buddha and Trash Can Paul. It's kind of a dickhead looking dude sitting at a restaurant with a date who looks, I don't know if she looks bitchy or she looks like embarrassed, and the poor waitress
like
is just there.
Wealthy upper class.
Yeah. And like the guy's like, "Can I ask you about the menu, please?" And the waitress goes, "The men I please is none of your business." Okay, I dig it. I feel it. Moist Buddha and Trash Can Paul once again. It looks like a guy being arrested, 2-panel guy being arrested, and a cop behind him. And the cop, has him cuffed. He's behind him. Goes, "You have the right to remain silent." And the guy getting arrested goes, "Impossible. I'm vegan." Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Once again, Moist Buddha and Trash Can Paul just coming at you. It's like a POV shot, like you're being operated, but you can see like the doctor working on you and the light and shit. And the doctor's like, "Relax, David. It's just a small surgery. Don't panic." And the guy goes, "My name is not David." And the doctor goes, "I know. I'm David." Oh God. I just had surgery like 9 months ago. That fucks me up, bro.
We got 3 more memes for this.
3 more memes. Moist Buddha and Trash Can once again. It's a early 20s looking girl, cute. She's looking up at a faceless waiter guy, and she goes, "I'd like a Pepsi." And he goes, "We have Coke." And she's like, "Okay, I'll take a gram of that and a Pepsi." That's great. I'm going to use that one.
2 more for our number 2.
Ass lasers. The fuck? I don't know you. Says make ass lasers, not war. And it's like 4 or 5 little butts shooting lasers at the poop chute at a planet.
At Earth.
And one is just randomly shooting at the word war. The fuck
all right.
did you
and
find?
our last meme for this very, very weird number 2. And for this one, TD, I want to hear your best Hulk Hogan.
Ooh.
Okay, so we have Hulk Hogan. Let me set the scene first. Hulk Hogan. He's got the black and white boas, white New York Yankees cap, He's got the big dumb white sunglasses. He's talking to Mean Gene Oakland. Monday Nitro. Let me beat that ass with you, brother. I'm all right.
Can I say that?
When did you maybe read that as Hulk Hogan?
I want to do it. I want to do it. Let me be dead ass. Let me be dead ass with you, brother. I'm wrecked.
I think it's more of a like, let me be dead ass with you, brother. I'm erect.
Oh gosh, that was the weirdest. That was like the weirdest number 2 I have participated in a while, and I eat Taco Bell every Tuesday. All right.
Yeah, it was a weird number 2.
So yeah, we're gonna continue this weird number 2 because now it's the memes I curated rather for my dipshit ass. But now Labune's going in blind on them. So Labune, best of luck.
Challenge. Challenge.
It's an honor. It's an honor to your number 2. This is coming to you from Deborah M. at 814 Bleeding Rose. It's a picture of Ozzy Osbourne and the guy with the hat. What's his name? He's in the other band.
Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Slash from Guns N' Roses. And they're both having tea, and Ozzy has his legs crossed. Well, they both have their legs crossed, but Ozzy has his legs crossed the right way, and his little pinky's up, and he's holding his saucer in his other hand. And it says, when you and your friend are doing drugs and your parents walk in the door. That's probably what happened for real.
Dude, you know that's what fucking happened.
Dude, I always like hold my cup up and put my pinky in the air for that. Hello. Suddenly I'm Mrs. Doubtfire.
I have to because I have bratwurst fingers. They all don't fit.
Nice.
There's a Beatles song that is like somebody says it's all about your parents walking in on you doing drugs, but I can't remember what it is. I'll think of it when it's no longer relevant or funny. And I'll let you know.
Call me.
All right, next meme. Hit me.
Boom.
Canadian Fletchy. Friend of the show. Canadian Fletchy. And he has hashtag, if I can put it out there, and it's a picture of some money, and it's captioned, the Illuminati at it again. And now you see that this is a bunch of different bills that have all been folded, and all these letters have been put next to each other, and we see that it spells out send nudes.
I can't believe it's been staring me in the face this whole time.
This whole time, bro.
Whole time.
Hey.
Next one. This is from the Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks group. Friend of the show. Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks. Well, Geeks and Nerds. This is kind of strange because they're retweeting or reposting Darth Vader fans, who is reposting Gringo Brulee at Gringo Brulee, who quotes the wife. Wife says, "What is this pile of clothes doing on the floor?" Me, "I struck down a Jedi." Wife, "God, I hate you." Me, "Yes, use your hate."
Oh man, dude, I used to channel my hate into housework. Often thought if it wasn't for Republicans, I'd get no mopping done at all.
Yeah, I feel like I had a hate fucking Republicans joke.
I think you did.
Jason Jester, friend of the show, friend of the world, friend of this universe, Jason fucking Jester. If you're not like following Jason Jester around his like shows, go to his shows, then you're really fucking up. Jason says, "Keep hope alive," and we see from this is a picture of a raccoon with his tongue sticking out, and then a close-up of said raccoon with his tongue sticking out, and kind of a purple yellow background. Also, the raccoon seems to be wearing wings, and it says, "You might not be able to change the past, but you can still fuck up the future."
True dat.
Next one. Earth porn says, stop. Then we see they've retweeted, stop talking trash about our local wildlife. Raccoons are resourceful. Possums are intelligent. Squirrels are good climbers. Owls are very wise. Geese, deer are gentle. There is nothing fucking good to say about geese. Goddamn.
No, and it's that time of year where check local listings, but the Cobra chickens have invaded all of Champaign-Urbana once again, and it's horrible.
Oh yeah, dude, it's the poop. It's the poop.
Oh, dude,
so much poop.
and they're jerks.
Yeah.
How many more I got here?
2 or 3, 4, something like that.
All right, here we go. 2 or 3, 4. Eleanor at Spunky Turnip. At first, I thought it was like a spelunky turnip, but it's not.
Ooh,
It's a
spelunking.
Funky turnip.
Yeah, it's a spunky turnip. It says, imagine if your dad was a minotaur and your mom was a mermaid, and you got the human half of both, and now you're just some guy.
Love
That's
it.
awesome.
That would suck.
Yeah, it's a funny story, but
Jason Jester, friend of the show, friend of the world, friend of this universe. Jason Jester says, word, retweeting John Drake, who says, reminder to never stop the all caps hustle. H, have a nap. Use your couch for napping. S, sleep during the day. Nap. C, take frequent naps. L, lie down and nap. E, enjoy a nice nap. The hustle.
Nice.
You got to tell me when I'm at the end of this number 2.
Yeah, I will tell you when you're at the end. I just gotta remember when
All
you're
right.
there. Okay, keep going.
Golden says the Diddley Squat Challenge, hashtag rejected championships. My new trainer at the gym asked, what kind of squat do you usually do? I answered Diddley. Fucking hell.
That's funny. In a terrible way.
Couple more.
Meme Street. From them meme streets. This is a picture of an actual cartoon, little one-panel cartoon from Scott Hilburn, distributed by Andrew McNeil Syndication. Got the eyesight. It's a cartoon from the Argyle Sweater. It says this one will require attention to detail and a bit of mental exertion. Then you'll groan while smiling to yourself. This is a PSA. This one will require attention to detail and a bit of mental exertion. Then you will groan while smiling to yourself. We see a worker behind the counter at an Arby's. We know it's an Arby's because we can see the Arby's logo in the window backwards. And it's a picture of a foot at the counter, a foot that is the size of a person. And the middle toe has a face on it. And the middle toe says to the worker at the counter, the usual. Oh.
So bad.
Now,
For those of you still trying to figure it out, this little piggy had roast beef.
and I want you to know,
All right.
Bune, that even though that is from Meme Streets, that was sent to me by your favorite TD, my wife Mary.
Mary Teedy is my favorite Teedy.
Yes. And
Moving
she
on.
sent me that.
Well done.
So, yeah. There
Well
you go.
done, Mary.
Teedy.
Okay, this is the last one for
Hey!
round 2.
Friend of the show,
This is
Renee.
it. We're right.
Who was here earlier?
We are about to flush this number 2. Renee Raider retweets unappreciated puns, who says, my friend, look at this nice picture of whales. Me. Actually, those are sheep. And then we see it's a picture of some sheep in the country, Wales.
Womp, womp, womp.
Durr.
That was it. That was the final one. That was the final.
Yeah, that was the final. That
That's
was the
it.
end. That was the end of my round
Perfect.
2. My
Perfect.
round 2 is done.
All right. Friend of the show, Ray Mullen, sends this picture of A1 steak sauce, and it says, so in the middle of the Civil War, because it was established 1862, someone was like, you know what this country needs? A delicious steak sauce.
I don't hate it. I mean, I like that stuff.
Yup. And it worked too. Friend of the show, Disappointed Affirmations, has this nice picture of a skyline and a mountain. It says disappointed? ? Well, that's what you get for expecting things. Also, this next one is a shot of like the Grand Canyon, and it says, do something nice for someone today. Leave them alone. Life is hard enough without your bullshit.
No, I like that. I like that.
This last one is a beautiful picture of a butte, I believe. It's one of those just soaring, jutting stone mountain things. And in big fonts in the sky, it says, you can do it. But you probably won't. That was true, too. Church of Sloths. If you're not following Church of Sloths, you are missing out. Repost Ted Barton, who says, walking with my mom past a woman with a shirt that says feminist AF. Mom, I didn't realize they had an Air Force. Me, yeah, they do. Mom, to the woman. Mom, to the woman. Thank you for your service. Woman, you're welcome. This next one is a picture of Kermit the Frog looking at his phone, and it is captioned, me waiting for my phone to stop ringing because I don't use it for that. This next one is Moist Buddha. Moist Buddha over on Facebook making an appearance here. Third, I believe, reposting Jerry A. Moore, who says, college students do not have to go in debt to get a degree. They can work their way through like many of us did before the days of student loans. And Phil Soner replies, ma'am, you were classmates with Moses when college classes cost only a few shekels. Friend of the show, Emily repost Catherine at Mage of Solitude, who says, I relate to vampires because I too must be clearly and specifically invited in before I have the audacity to try to participate in anything. Second appearance of the vampire welcoming rule. Moist Buddha making a fourth appearance of the show.
Wow.
Sir Rona at Squally My Tweets, who says a kid born in 2010 is now 20. Just let that sink in. And AK replies, he's doing that R. Kelly math. Oh, friend of the show, David King. David King, I sent him the link, but I don't think he understands technology. He posts a 4-panel, and a gentleman's answering the phone. He says, hi, you've reached Bert's Refrigerators and Butthole Pictures. This is Bert. Okay, sure thing. We can deliver a fridge by Friday. And did you want any? Just the fridge then. That was excellent. Friend of the show, Chuck, reposts Dan at whatever, who says, how the fuck didn't the USA win the gold medal for shooting? This is apparently back in 24 in the Olympics, I guess. And Paul MC replies, because it wasn't in a high school.
No.
I know. Final comment says, this joke is so dark a cop almost shot it.
Oh,
I know. Davy Jesus posted it with brah. And that's true, man. It's fucking, that's the darkest. But see, it always gets darkest before the dawn. Dad Man Walking, reposted by my friend Dr. Colleen. Dad Man Walking says, gonna create a website called Older Fans, because it's just me telling you what part of my body hurts today and what minuscule task I was doing that caused it. All right, we are now into the Tucker run. Amy Sedaris says Tucker is woke. He woke up and doesn't have a job. Paul Stamper, friend of the show, reposts Rachel Vindman, who says he tucked around and found out. Friend of the show, Steven posts 3 Bud Lights being toasted and says, Tucker Carlson, this Bud's for you. Friend of the show, Amanda Cohen, posts this bunch of hearts, and it just says untucked, which was my untucked reference that nobody got. So, okay. Anyway, she says, I don't care if he finds another gig. I just want to enjoy this brief undoing, or maybe I want to promote a new kind of drag show. So whatever, untucked. And Jeff Hawk says, at least now Tucker can spend more time tanning his balls.
I never
And-
did get that whole tanning his balls thing.
Dude, who knows? And actually, and Paul, friend of the show, Paul says, actually, Fox has been looking for a way to ditch Tucker since the testicular tanning episode. And Dave responds, "Are you saying testicular tanning doesn't work?" Dave Cooper, sorry, didn't for me. Friend of the show, Steven, second post from friend of the show, Steven, has a head of Tucker, and it says, "First they came for Tucker Carlson, and I didn't speak out because I was laughing so hard I couldn't catch my breath." Friend of the show, Jared Collar. Untucked has another response. It's just a picture of the green M&M dancing. Oh my God, 5,000th episode. Steven, again, reposting Arbor and Wood. Ira, who says, "I don't know, celebrating Tucker Carlson getting fired from Fox News is a little like celebrating Michael Myers being killed at the end of a Halloween film."
Yeah.
That's sad.
Get about 3 more tucks. Roy Wood Jr., ex-Jedi. And if you're not following Roy Wood Jr., are you even interested in comedy? He posts, "They dropped that Tucker Carlson Don Lemon news to distract y'all from the real truth. Bed Bath & Beyond coupons expire Wednesday. Stay woke." Roy Wood Jr. is one of the funniest guys out there, man. Speaking of, Brent Terhune in Erie, Pennsylvania, has a whole long thing, and if you haven't watched it, it's beautiful. But basically, he's like, "My dad's not gonna know who to hate."
I love this character. He does.
Oh,
it makes
God.
me so happy.
So good. And finally, for the irreverent round 2, wrapping it up, this is a picture of Cersei or whatever, who the woman in Game of Thrones who put out a hit with the funky crown, and except that it's the green M&M saying, "Tell Tucker I want him to know it was me," which is pretty perfect. I didn't read it perfect, but it was a perfect meme.
No, it's perfect. Perfect. All right, here we go. We are already into round 3.
Whoa, what happened to the time?
Where has the time gone? Kicking it off with, for the penultimate round, round 3, Benjamin Dreyer. He retweets Johnny Morris, who says, "If you could have sex with a famous celebrity, alive or dead, which would it be?" Benjamin Dreyer replies, "Alive."
Yeah.
I would prefer that, yeah.
That is such a good answer.
History for the Witty 2.0. Have we seen this one already, this show? I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
No.
No.
So it's got 2 pictures. It says many modern things have their origins in the Middle Ages, for instance. And it's a picture of a middle-aged torture device where there's a bed of nails and another bed of nails, and this guy in a white shirt and he's getting impaled in between the 2 beds of nails. That's the first panel, Jesus.
Okay.
And the second panel is a picture of an ice cream sandwich, which does look a lot like the bed of nails torture chamber. Nene Walker says the ice cream sandwich. You see, Eric, it's an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Dad.
Skeletor's here. Skeletor says, "Start every phone call with 'my phone is about to die,' and then you can hang up whenever you want." And then the next panel is him running away saying, "Skeletor will return with more introvert tips." Do appreciate it,
love that
Skeletor.
one.
Here's this is 2 notifications on someone's phone. The first is a missed phone call from Grandpa, and the next is a text message from Grandpa that just says, "Coward." That's awesome. Here's a picture of an old Steve Rogers. This is an elder Captain America, very old, end of his life. Looks kind of he looks a little stubborn, I suppose, in this picture. The therapist says, "Take good care of yourself, clients." He says, "No, I don't think I will." Middle Class Fancy, friend of the show, Middle Class Fancy, and Rad Dad. They retweet Michelle at Shella Have-As, who says, I think that's probably Shell Have As. I think it's a reference to her derriere.
Oh.
He says, just heard my husband call the dog a fucking liar because he barked like someone was at the door and there was no one there.
Guilty.
Middle Class Fancy is back, this time with Samantha Ruddy, who says, one time when I was 11 years old, my dad took me to an Italian restaurant and the waiter asked me what my name was. And I said, Sam, but you can call me Captain Ravioli. And my dad just looked at me and said, what the fuck was that? Don't do that. And I've been chasing that high ever since. You can call me Captain Ravioli. I want to say to Samantha Ruddy, you got a cool ass dad. It's a good dad who looks at you right in the face in front of the waiter and just says, don't fucking do that. Good dad you got there. Here we have a Venn diagram. Is that right, Eric? You're the librarian. Is this a Venn diagram?
That is a Venn diagram.
It's not spelled like Vin Diesel though.
It's VENN.
VE double N. Couldn't get it
Yeah.
done with just one N.
No.
Need the two N's. That's how you know Vin Diesel's tough. He does it. Only one N. Anyway, this is a 3-circle Venn diagram, Venn with 2 N diagram. First one is starting a fight. The next one is consoling a child. The third one is petting a dog. Just for our listeners, there's 3 circles. The first one is labeled starting a fight. Second one is labeled consoling a child. Third one is labeled petting a dog. Starting a fight and consoling a child have in common, you want your mommy? Consoling a child and petting a dog, they have in common, shh, it's okay. Petting a dog and starting a fight, they have in common, you want to go outside? Yeah, it's pretty good. And starting a fight, consoling a child, and petting a dog, they all have in common, hey, buddy. I got 2 more for this round. This is from Custom Mics. And I think I'll probably just read it and then explain it. It says, this is a rare photo of a mother vice grip feeding her baby wrenches. Nature really is amazing.
Oh my God.
And they have some wrenches stuck in the ground, and they're holding a vice grip with I suppose this is a nut. Getting ready to feed the baby wrench. And my last meme for the penultimate round, round 3, is Glow Fuck Yourself. And Glow Fuck Yourself has a screenshot of a text message. And the first person says, why are you going there? And then and Kenny replies, to spread his grandpa's ass cheeks. And he says, ashes, fuck. Let me tell you something. If your phone autocorrects ashes to ass cheeks, you're doing a lot of sexting.
Something.
Oh, you need help.
Kenny does a lot of sexting, and he's into butt stuff.
lots of spreading butt cheeks.
Okay. All right. Feedy.
Let's bring this turkey home. Round 3. Here we go. Friend of the show, Deborah M. Says it's a picture of the child Grogu Baby Yoda, the little marketing tool from Disney. And it says, me as a kid, I can't wait until I'm an adult and I can do whatever I want. Me now, and it's Baby Yoda just sitting there going, I don't want to be a big people anymore. I feel you, homie. I feel you.
Dude, yes.
Just give me a pillow fort and a coloring book. Goddamn.
Oh, got a pillow for the coloring book.
And if you're lucky, throw in like a pack of Gushers. You know.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. Moving on. Lorenzo.
Joke.
Lorenzo at Lorenzo Mosley just says idolizing a politician is like believing the stripper really likes you.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking no shit.
Take that, you red hat wearing sons of bitches.
I like it.
That's a great joke.
Yeah.
It's not even a joke. It's just fucking fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking little nugget of truth.
Right? Hey, we educate here on Facebook for the Blind. All right, moving on.
We do. I don't even think we're trying.
No. I I posted this like 6 years ago, long time.
Oh.
And then I think my dogs think this constantly, and it's a picture of a little fluffy poodle oodle doodle thing. It says, "My human did not give me any dinner, give me any of his dinner, even though I haven't eaten in like 12 minutes. Does he hate me?"
Nice.
I am holding a dog as I say this, and she's like, "Yeah, bitch, where's my food?" All right, next up. Internet Hall of Fame. That's the good one. It's a Twitter exchange, it looks like, between Angelo. I'm not gonna say his that. And he's got the generic NFT profile picture, and he's replying to somebody, and the person he's replying to says, "That's why you still a virgin, bruh." And Info Hazard with a looks like a profile picture of a Parmesan cheese shaker from like an Italian restaurant or some shit. He's replying back to Angelo here going, "I have a wife and a daughter. You have an NFT profile. The only way a woman is going to touch you is with a taser. Take that, NFT bros." All right, next up.
Whoa.
Friend of the show, friend of the universe, and if you don't like them, kiss my ass, puppies. In Mexico, this dog walked through a parade for the Pope, thinking it was for him. And it's this, little cobblestone street, flower petals strewn about, people cheering, flags waving, and there's this little scruffy dog just walking through going, "This is the greatest day of my life." And I say, fuck the Pope. This is that dog's parade now. Pope, you just wait your turn, homie.
Nice.
All right.
Very cute.
Like that, yeah, that dog's living, man. I'm only here for the joke. Second appearance. It's a picture of a cute looking female kind of begging as the cops write a ticket. And it says, "Lady, I thought you didn't give tickets to pretty girls." Cops like, "We don't. Sign here."
Oh.
He said,
That's awesome.
Wow. All right, moving on.
I don't like this meme because it makes me like cops.
Yeah, that's true. Right. God damn it, Libyan. All right, friend of the show, Deborah M. Once again, it says, "Ghost hunter, knock on something if you're here." Ghost knocks on something. Ghost hunter screams in terror and runs away. Ghost, and it's that famous meme of this bald gentleman in his flannel shirt and his puffy vest, standing somewhere with his arms akimbo, just looking very fucking disappointed.
Yeah. Very sourpuss.
Very, yeah. Like, dude sucked a whole bag of lemons.
Harumph.
Yeah, harumph out of that guy. All right, moving on.
Oh my God.
Friend of the show, solely good vibes. Posted this picture. It says, "When the shower is too hot and it hits your back." And it's a picture of this dude working at like a drugstore or something, and I don't know what happened to this man, but he is running and like his foot is like on tippy toe touching the ground, and he got this look on his face like he just smacked his head into a closed glass patio door, and his arms kind of flayed out about him, and he just like don't know what's going on. And that, yeah, I agree. If cold or hot water hits your back in the shower, that's what you look like for a second.
It reminds me kind of like catching a chicken flying like an inch. You know what I mean? Like if you caught it from just the right angle, but it's like he's balanced on one toe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he hasn't fully committed to the takeoff, but he knows he has to at this point, or else he's fucked.
That's the image I'm seeing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm with it. I dig it. Moving on.
Too hot.
I cannot. Last week was the holy holiday, the 20th day of April. And Taco Bell, the official for the 420 community, just says every day is 420 if you're not a little bitch. Word, Taco Bell. See you next Tuesday. All right. Jason Jester, once again, friend of the show. He just look how happy he is all Jason says. And it's the dude on The Price is Right. He's got his arms crossed, and he's long-haired gentleman with a little, face beard, and he's just very smug and smiling and very happy and content with himself. Because you look at what he just bid, 420.
Oh my god, dude.
This
Well
is
done.
every time he hears the word 69, automatically nice.
But dude, I would
This guy,
completely. I'd freeze for the picks. I'd need these picks. I'd need this.
Yes.
dude, I'll tell you this. This guy, he even if he lost, he still won.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't take home the cameras,
Sure.
but he still won.
Yeah.
Here
He
in his heart.
It's a W.
I think he won all of our hearts.
He's a champion. Damn champion. Legend. All right, next up. This is my second to last one. Friend of the show, George Cruikshank. And Labune, I was gonna have you read this one, but you took the bullet by doing my whole second round, so I'll read this one for you. But George reposts from Disney After Dark, who reposts from Crab Master 2, Total Recrab. It just says, I'm gonna need to make some adjustments, but here's my first attempt at making the hashtag Flandalorian. And sure enough, it's Mandalorian from the hit TV show on Disney Plus, Mandalorian, except he's made out of flan in great detail.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
I mean, it's a Flandalorian. That's the only fucking word I can use to describe it.
It's got the helmet. It's got the belts. He's got the what do you call
even
those?
like his
The
cape,
shoulder
the
things.
Beskar armor on the shoulders.
Oh, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It looks fucking delicious.
Yeah, I know. I want to eat.
Oh yeah, I love a good flan. I fuck that up.
I haven't had flan forever.
All right, and finally, and ending my round 3 here. Papa Wolf on Krampus. It just says, I don't know whether to add dressing or holy water, because you see a little pile of chopped up, sliced up tomatoes there, little tomato slices. Then you zoom in on this one tomato slice, and that fucker has a skull and eyeballs in the middle of it, and these fucked up looking Indiana meth teeth, and it's a goddamn demon tomato. Like,
that's why I don't eat
tomatoes. I need you to like do like whatever it is you do on that thing, man.
No,
that's creepy.
No,
I fucking leave.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of minister.
No. I've always thought tomatoes were a bit unholy, and I generally have to purify them by puree.
Yeah.
To sanctify them.
Ketchup, sauce, soup, all day long, baby.
All right, is this it? Is this the end of round?
That's my round 3.
All right, sweet. Moving on to mine. Want to remind people that we don't have to just do funny memes. We can do other things. This is a post from Spooky Cryptid Posting. A post from Hannah Joe at Whoa, Hannah Joe says, I love driving through Arizona at night. There are so many stars and mountains, and the coyote who runs alongside my car to keep me company. He always runs on 2 legs. He's so silly. Sometimes he speaks to me in my mother's voice. What a goober. And the reply from Abigail Rogers says, as someone who lives here, I can confirm. I was once walking alone in a huge dried up river area in the middle of the night. And I heard a crisp, clear hello in my ear. I spun around. There was no one. So I kept walking. And then I heard, I said hello. So I spun around again and saw no one except for an animal about 100 feet away from me, pushing through all the thick bushes towards my path. I did not stay to find out what kind of animal. I don't think I've ever run so fast in my life. Spooky Cryptid Postings.
Oh, hell, I need to follow them.
Did you get goosebumps? I didn't.
Yeah.
I should have read it slower, but you get the gist. I was like, I really like those things. This is a 4-panel from friend of the show, David King. We have a big guy's face, and he's putting his thumb up, and he says, hey, endless void of nothingness. I'm going to the store. You need anything? And we see just a pink void, and it says, I am capable neither of want nor need. And the head says again, maybe some corn chips? Perhaps some corn chips. This next one's from friend of the show, Cheryl, and it's a picture of an apple, like a yellow apple that's been cut in half, so we can see the 2 seeds in the middle of it. And then we see an owl approaching it who looks a lot like a sliced apple with also 2 eyes in the middle of a white face. And it says, brother, what have they done to you? Specs the apple. Dude, I like it. All right. Let's see here. Next, friend of the show, Steven with a 5th appearance. That's got to be a record of some kind. Posting a brown Cookie Monster, but it says Cookie's cousin, Coffee Monster.
Oh.
Can you hear the voice too, man? Coffee,
Go to a
coffee.
Starbucks near you, man. Ugh.
You're like pouring the pot and it's coming out both sides of the pup. I can totally see this. This next one's from friend of the show and founding father of Facebook for the Blind, George H. Crutchshank. It's got a picture of the front of a house with like 2 doors in it, and it is inside a house. It says, "There's a house in my attic."
Oh my God.
No,
No.
like, Matt, you go in the attic.
That's fucking no.
And someone has capped like there's a building. There's part of this building, there's like siding and trim and another roof. And the first commenter is, "This is how Skyrim dungeons are designed." And then my favorite post, the response is, "Our house in the middle of your house." Oh man, how creepy would that be? Can you imagine? So weird. This next one is a post. I believe this is also from George. This is something he reposted from Mark Tomasovic, and you've probably seen this before. It's a globe, and it's captioned, "This is the longest continuous path you can walk in the world." And we see it starts in Cape Town, South Africa, wanders all the way up through Africa, and then in Egypt at the Sinai, it crosses over, goes through Israel, goes up through Turkey, and it finishes all the way on the other end of Russia in Siberia. It says, "This is the longest continuous path you can walk in the world." Have you seen this post before?
No.
Oh.
I love this post. It's really cool. But as George's first commenter, Architects Against Humanity, points out, fact check, false. This is actually the longest continuous path you can take. And it's just the same thing, but with added extreme zigzags all over the continent of Africa, around Saudi Arabia, takes its dip over to India. Goes from Spain to Thailand at one point, just whoop, whoop, whoop. Anyway, fact check, false. This next one's one I posted a year ago. Love this memory. It's from Workers' Party of Massachusetts, posting Michael Ian Black. Says, "That song, We're Not Gonna Take It, came out almost 40 years ago. But I feel like we have, in fact, continued to take it."
We let you down, D. Snyder.
Fact check, true. Moving on. Friend of the show, Rena Calm. If you're not following Rena Calm, you better hurry up. She says, "I am doing a clean hour in Oregon tonight. So wish me fuck." And Keith Bergman, friend of the show, Keith Bergman replies, "You got piss." I love our crazy people. Served from Scratch posts this one from Daddy Go Fish. And it says, "The lady in front of me at the checkout had a bunch of hand-clipped coupons and paid with a check. And it was pretty fun spending 45 minutes in 1984. Friend of the show, Zach Vaughn, posted this picture where he put the statue of David's lower parts in front of his mirror, I guess, and lined it up. So it's like Vaughn's top and David's bottom with a tiny stone penis. And it made me laugh. I don't know why. It just made me laugh out loud. Like, that's really not flattering. That's hilarious. Friend of the show, Jason, posts this picture, "It never happened" post that is captioned, "No safety, smoking first," because the ship says no safety, smoking first. And friend of the show, Katie Prosize, has replied, "Graphic design is my passion." I had to reply with the Captain America going, "I got that reference." All right, gonna have 5 more in the penultimate round. Friend of the show, Craig Smith. You know what? I'm gonna skip that for a second. Friend of the show, Craig Smith, posts earthquake detection kit, piece of paper taped to a wall with 2 googly eyes. Earthquake detection kit. That's science, boys. That's science right there. Friend of the show, Kate, with her husband Brian, posts this picture of her husband and the boys in front of windmills in Illinois. And it says, "What's wind turbines' favorite music?" They're big metal fans.
Oh my God.
Just to make LeBune say, "Oh my God."
Ugh.
Friend of the show, George Cruikshank, posted this one. That is this really interesting graphic design, sort of textbook, it would be what I would call it, of a man in a suit and a woman dressed kind of nice in front of a chalkboard. She's labeled the chalkboard Kate Wood, and she seems to be holding a joint and has a Canadian flag over her. She says, "Hello, everyone. I'm Kate Wood. This is some BC Bud, one of my country's biggest exports. I'm from Canada. It's not America. I have a maple leaf flag on my bag. I pour maple syrup on everything. Thank you." And it's captioned, "Apparently this is how Canadians are portrayed in a Japanese textbook." Maybe. I don't know. I didn't fact check that one. Dad built us a tree house. The 1970s rocked. This is the stilt house that my dad built out of some scrap plywood and some other stuff. Just a bunch of ladders and my swing set in the backyard in Catlin, Illinois. I believe that is my brother and I in the window peeking out. It wasn't finished yet, still in the middle of building it. But anyway, this one got about 1 million clicks and likes on it because it was awesome. And then I, of course, had my, pedantic friends who had to say, "Where's the tree? Where's the tree house?" And I was like, "Hey, man, it was the 70s. We were calling everything tree houses back then." All right. Then my last one for the penultimate round, also from Craig Smith, making a second appearance. He has reposted JSR at mastodon.social. Says, "Teenage me. So in the 2020s, is the world a corporate dystopia with cool looking motorcycles and everyone is constantly connected to a global information network? Time traveling me, dragging hands down face. Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, but it's so much fucking stupider than you're imagining it to be." And that has wrapped up my round 3, the penultimate round of Facebook for the Blind. Handing it back to we've done it. We're to the most. Yeah.
Michael,
Yeah.
fellas, all we have is the post with the most. Here we go. My post with the most this week. I'm so happy nobody stole it. 420 meme. Mr. Drew Carey. This is from Whose Line Is It Anyway? And across the top, it says 420. The day where people who already smoke pot every day smoke some more pot.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Yep.
Special day.
That's the joke. That is the joke. And on to TD.
Yes, it would be time for my post with the most. Kind of in the vein of Michael's. I found this picture and I immediately had to make this meme. Something strange going on in Flavor Town, you know what I'm saying? Because we got Guy Fieri sitting in a very big, oversized chair with a cool plaid pattern on it, looking very smug and possibly photoshopped. But on his lap is a big ass capybara, which for those of you who don't know, it's just a giant fucking guinea pig the size of a dog, like a big dog.
Pig. Small pig.
Yeah. It just says, "My hobbies are smoking weed and cuddling with my dog." Me too, Guy. Me too.
Dude,
that's my post with the most.
I said it on your Facebook page too, man, but I once saw this crawl out of a fucking New York City sewer once.
The largest one I saw when I was in New York a couple years ago was a smidge bigger than Trixie here, my Shih Tzu.
Nice. All right. And my post with the most is a map of Michigan with all the counties outlaid in there in yellow, surrounded by the Great Lakes in blue. And it says the areas shaded in blue do not have road construction.
Oh, that is so true.
Yeah. I think I got some Wisconsin in there too. So that's legit.
Yeah.
Anyway, and actually just one more bonus. You know why the show runs the way it does? Because ADHD is my superpower. Attention dialed into a higher dimension.
Oh, Lord.
HD. The children looking off at the moons. Heck yeah! And that pretty much legally constitutes an episode of Facebook for the Blind for April 25th, 2023. From now on, known as the Perfect Date episode.
Yes.
The perfect date. Love you, George.
Mwah. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.